Hello, loves! It's Miss Bone Daddy here, back with Katawa Shujo, our current visual novel. It's going pretty well, and yeah, I asked you guys, hey, can you guys vote so we could do it? But I get it. For some reason, it didn't go up on my Facebook, or I don't know. But that's why I'll make the first one and then try again for the next one. But like I said, if the choices are like back to back, I'll keep going. But I would like to keep this kind of routine, just like. So I'm gonna go with, yeah, of course, we're gonna be bold. Like, sure. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. Great. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3. Huh. A lot of threes here. Mutao opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Again? Oh, God, teacher. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know it. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least, not this soon. Ooh, cool character. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, particularly so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Oh, that's cool. Someone has a cane. Let's see. These girls missing a hand. Wow. We have, like, diverse characters here. They look very interesting. Like, I like to get to know them. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks, with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They probably, like me, have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. But I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb on her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when somebody is talking to you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. Oh, look at that one, pink hair! Cool. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that's pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hand as if it were to make her invisible. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rim of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute, so is a cheery-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her at the moment I walked in. Nice. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who had only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks of the applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai, and after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. It's exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with little I said, though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. ... I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Wow. It makes me feel a little bad. Wow. Moo. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, that's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She is the class representative. Yeah, by the way, if I'm butchering these names, just let me know in the comments so I can work on it. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shinzuni? Hakamichi. Yes, Shizune, I think. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand to me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Oh, the little curls, like cotton candy. Hey, I guess you're, Hakamichi, right? It's, nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but... Oh, I like how it says Shizune, but then it crosses out and says Misha. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like the text. It fits with the mindset, you know? It's like, oh, this is her. Nope. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misa. This is Hakamichi. Sichan. Ah, bless. Giggling, Misa points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once, nonchalantly, to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses bound on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analyzing and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. ... She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Ah, cool. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messily saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. Ha. I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Sichan. Sichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says, it's nice to meet you too. ... You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Sichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today. So soon! Hee-chan, right? Hee-chan. Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits! You look just like I imagined. Oh, she looks all coy, like, oh, ... Oh, just, it really fits. I'm wearing my glasses today. I forgot. Ha! Yeah, you look just like a Hee-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. ... Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misa's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Sichan wants you to know that she is the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Shizune, just ... Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word of it, making it stick out for otherwise fluid translation. Thanks. That would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kinda came straight to class today. Shizune's dot dot. Just with dot 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 is always Shizune, because you know. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really? Really, Sichan? What about where you're going? I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misa signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Dot dot dot. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate when people were afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Nah! Oh no, it's like it starts with a W. Wah! Alright. Dot dot dot. And another thing, you don't have to call C-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call it C-chan. What's your face? Dot dot dot. Okay, wait, that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Dot dot dot. Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assume would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Oh, a dot 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 with an exclamation point. Huh? Oh right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start working now, or C-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. Ah, that too. Oh, she's a little grumpy. Look at that little face, she's a little grumpy, just cat mouth. Dot dot dot. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Dot dot dot. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Ah, there we go, transition. It seems like a PowerPoint little transition. Still, we finished in a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. It's time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me to the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the classroom, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. I love that they have like actual like voices in the background, like there's people here. It really submerges you. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until you realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. Oh, how nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital eating portion measures with specific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me at the side to get my attention and points at Shizune. Dot dot dot. Oh, it's a little grumpy cat mouth. I don't understand sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About everything! We're your guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. Oh, okay. It has only been 5 minutes. I think so. I think it's around that time. But, okay. So, I think I got everything I need to know. Nope. Asked about Shuno's deafness. No. Oh, the check mark. Okay, that's what when I played this game, it says what I've already chosen. Oh. Okay. I still want to stick with the library because asking about deafness, that seems like this is the first day, just got to know you. It seems a little weird to be invasive like that. It's all like I have like a scar on my hand. It's like, oh, what's wrong with your hand? Why do you have a scar? You know. So, no, that's a lie. So I'm gonna ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library at school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives a kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's in the 2nd floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my booth while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Suzune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Oh, secret girly talk like maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. Oh yeah. ... I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill the silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Oh, the dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over her desk at the last row. She's scared. She jumped a little when Misha crosses into the room with elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Suzune either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. Oh, she's in the corner. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students, and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange, as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Suzune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. ... Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We gotta hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. ... You'll find your way around, I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurse has their own building, so we'll have to go outside. We join the flow students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out their senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to a smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. Oh, cool. ... This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Fountain office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? ... Oh, she just looks all... How dare you question the school? Misha. Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the 1st floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow! Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Oh my god, this kind of looks like an entrance to a dungeon almost, because like the arching ceilings. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On the white door on the left is the green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. Oh, a voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Oh, cool, he has purple hair. Nice. Smiling, always just labeled Smiling Man. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He is young-looking and sort of rugged. Oh, it's music. Dun, dun, dun. I can't remember the nurses like this drop beat music. Alright. He is young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course I shake off my conclusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm the new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. Oh, I was just reading your file this morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? It just sounds just like so offbeat, like, oh yes, this and this. He just wants to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes? Good. Well, you'll probably be briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His jokes feel out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people out of school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me find your file again. While he searches for something in his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminated floors, and all the equipment you expect for a school nurse office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day, and from all of the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws the thick file from the stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be helpful. Apart from that, do you do any sports, rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins at his own jokes, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow. But really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick the ball around. I guess I never really did have a burning passion for the sport, just have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by some concussion in the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances me over his papers, with a more serious expression on his face. Oh no, he doesn't like secrets. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have a physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even jogging, jump rope, that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care and not to overexert yourself. He wagged his finger and emphasized the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I ushered out before even realizing a quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building in the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at the special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, a shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside in a very long time. The dorm building is big and made of red bricks like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the keys I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and the doors are wide and accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around at the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems like only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off to the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet, a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there's just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Hey! Looks like Harry Potter. Look, he has the Gryffindor scarf and the big old thick glasses. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. He was his bespectacled hallmate. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? Oh, well, he's really in our personal space. He leans close to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Nakai, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce myself. His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smile of greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Oh, what's up, dude? The name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude, and vehement. Welcome. There are something suspicious-looking people going in and out of my room. No. There were suspicious people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? It could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly, and I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me, I don't think I can trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about it for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind. It doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak, beige walls, white linens, a disc made out of some type of light wood. Ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. Well, you can mix it up. I'll put up some posters, something. You can make it your own, he said. My God. But understandable, first day. My bags are sitting at the front of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems like there's a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hee-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, then there'd be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for waiting to read whatever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. For now, the bottle of medicines neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it, just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Ugh. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes from room temperature. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Okay, loading up the new day. Well, waking up to the new day, I wake up in a strange room. And with that, I think I will end today. Part of me feels like we should, because I feel like it's already been half an hour. Okay, I looked over the next day, and yeah, it's gonna be a while before the next choices present itself. Yeah, no. So I think I'm gonna end this here so it doesn't become too long, unless you guys don't mind a very long segment where we do end up for the next choice. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for your feedback to let me know. If not, I'm gonna kind of keep doing maybe full days or until like the next reasonably timed choice. So this can flow easier, so it's not either super long or super short. It's up to you. Alright, well, Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you liked this video and you liked Katawa Shujo, hit that sexy like button. And like I said, give me feedback on how you want this to be structured. Leave them down in the comments. Message me on Facebook or Twitter. Feedback is always welcomed and encouraged. And if you want to tell your friends about this fun little series and about the other series I have been working on, that includes Hunipop, Undertale, and all that good stuff, tell them to hit that subscribe button. Join in on the party so we can all have fun. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining me. This was so much fun. We definitely gotta do it again soon, alright? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!